Hello there guys, today we're going to talk about contract law. Contract law is part of the civil law, it's part of the civil law procedures. But what is a contract? A contract is a legal agreement between two parties that can be enforced by the law. A contract requires four elements in order to be a valid contract. These four elements are a valid offer, a valid acceptance, and these two constitute an agreement, intentions to create legal relations, and consideration. It means that something of value needs to be contributed by each party into the agreement. So as we said, there are four valid elements of a valid contract. And so now let's go and analyze each part of a contract. An offer. An offer can be verbal or it can be written. The offer can be also sent by post, and the offer comes into existence when you mail the post. It can be also done through an email or through, let's say, any other electronic form of communication, where it becomes a valid offer when the recipient receives the offer. And the offer, it must be noted that it can be communicated either verbally, as I've said, or written, and it becomes an offer. The offer can be accepted when it comes to the consideration of the other party. So let's say, for example, I'm a company and I advertise that whoever let's say tries my medicine and doesn't get influenza, as it happens in the case of Carlyle versus Carbolic Smoke Company in 1892, I'm gonna pay him a certain amount of money. In this case, Mr. Carlyle tried the medicine and she got influenza, so she claimed the reward. She claimed the reward of money. The company didn't give her the money because they said that it was just a marketing technique, but the court decided that anyone who tried the medicine and got influenza would be able to claim the money, and so Mrs. Carlyle indeed got the money. It must be also noted that the offer can be ended in various ways, either by lapse of time, revocation, rejection, counter offer, or the death of the person who made the offer. So I believe the offer is a straightforward element of a contract. So let's now proceed with the acceptance. Acceptance is quite easy. The one makes the offer, the other accepts the offer, and an agreement is formulated. The acceptance can be either made verbally, it can be made in a written manner, and I believe, folks, that is the pure substance of this element. And the third element is intentions to create legal relations. A general term is that in domestic and social cases there is no intention to create legal relations, but in commercial cases there are intentions to create legal relations. So let's say, for example, that my father tells me that every month he's going to pay me 100 euros, and he doesn't pay me 100 euros. I cannot take him to court for a breach of his contract. But if there is a formal agreement between two companies and one company breaches the agreement, then yes, the other company can indeed take the company, the one that breached the offer, to court and claim damages. And now the fourth element of the contract, it is consideration. It means that if A and B, these two people constitute an offer, both of them need to contribute financially, economically, physically to the contract. Because if just one guy pays the money and the other guy doesn't give something in exchange, it means that it's just a gift to the other guy by the other guy. There can be executory and executed consideration. And it must be noted that past consideration cannot be considered as consideration, and a contract cannot be formulated. Past consideration is when, let's say, A renovates the house, pays everything, and then B comes and says that because you renovated the house, I'm gonna pay you 200,000. A cannot come and then claim the 200,000 if B doesn't pay them to him, because it is considered as past consideration. So generally, guys, this is it about contract law and the formation of a contract. And in the next episode, stay tuned, and we're going to talk about the breach of the contract and the civil procedure for the claim of damages for the breach of the contract. Stay tuned. Hope you have a nice evening, a nice time, and thank you so much for watching our episode. Stay tuned. Thank you so much.